Welcome back to Gershwinwoodcraft, and today we're just going to do a real quick follow-up on my hydroponics. If you remember, that was an experiment I did. I wanted to give you guys some feedback on what went right and what went wrong. So let's take a look at some of these points. Okay, so the first thing that went wrong is actually kind of something that went very right. My tomato plant grew incredibly well, incredibly fast, and when you're working with something that doesn't have dirt and you're only giving it about that much for roots, the whole thing started to fall over. I put in this structure, which I then tried to strap down, and I kind of worked for a little while, but it even got too strong to break almost like 9 different points where I strapped this down. So my first comment is don't do a tomato plant. Do small plants. Like if I had strawberries here, they did very well. I had some basil and some other things that grew because they were just small plants. The next issue that came up was maintaining the integrity of each individual root. You didn't want the roots mixing with each other, at least that's what I've learned now. And had I been growing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the exact same plant, that would have been okay, but I mixed all different plants. And if you look in here, you can see that all the roots start to grow within each other, and they start attacking each other and suffocating each other. The tomato plant obviously was dominant because it killed 2 of my other plants very quickly. The third, and if you're keeping track, there will be a total of 4. The third thing that I would do differently is I made this out of clear plastic because it was really cool to watch the water dripping through it. But as you can see, the plant matter that's going through here quickly turned it into something that's actually rather gross and no longer cool to see anything going through it. You just see this disgusting tube. So I probably would have done this now with a PVC pipe and draped it all around.
Gross, gross, gross.
And now the fourth and final thing I would do differently is that I thought it was really cool to set up this spigot with all these little spikes to bringing it down in here, but I found that every day or two when I came out to check on it, 1 or 2 of these spikes would be clogged because it's such a teeny little hole, and I'd have to sit there going and kind of break the suction, meaning I'm taking a quick swallow of some really disgusting biomatter, plant matter. So if I was to do this again, the fact that they're all one long channel here, I would have just had the water pouring in here, going through all the roots and stones to get the water into the plant, out the other end and back. So my final summation is this is obviously a viable option, but you have to pick the right plants. If you're going to do it this way, they should all be the same plant, and I would just forget about this and just go water straight through it. I hope that you haven't all run out and built these based on my original video, only to find out that you have followed in my mistakes. And for those who have, I'm sorry. And for those who are getting ready to follow up with my alterations, and I think you'll have a much more successful garden, I'm actually going to rebuild this one where I'm going to cut all the tubes and make them individual stacks so that I can have different plants, that they can be deeper, and then just have each one, the water come into one, come out of the other, go into the next, kind of like a fountain. And I might even make it a circular pattern. We'll see if I ever follow up with doing that, and if I do that, if I ever follow up making a video. Thank you for checking it out, and please subscribe, and hopefully I'll have some more postings soon.